Hi everyone. I'm just having a cup of tea after dinner, and this is my turmeric tea. It's a turmeric tea blend, also known as golden milk. So it's a turmeric powder that I've mixed with two different types of cinnamon, fennel, ginger, cloves, and it's really, really good and helpful for digestion. Most people know that turmeric is good for inflammation and digestion and so many other different things. So I like to have a cup of turmeric tea after dinner to help me digest. And just thinking about dinner, and I made a really nice stir fry with a bunch of onions and sweet potatoes and things like that. And speaking of which, onions and sweet potatoes both have quercetin. So quercetin, most of you are probably familiar with. It works as an anti-inflammatory. It's in onions mostly. Like I would say, probably in my opinion, onions have the most. They say onions, grapes, and red wine, but sweet potatoes has a lot of quercetin as well, and then fruits do too. Citrus fruits do, like apples and that kind of thing, you know. So apples, citrus foods, sweet potatoes, onions especially, I think. And anyway, quercetin's just so good for you, and it's really helpful, especially for respiratory issues. You know, like if I feel anything coming on, like a cold or anything like that, I'm always taking. I actually supplement quercetin, so I take the capsules so that I'm really hitting it with a big bang, and that's super helpful. Quercetin acts as a natural antihistamine as well, and so do onions. So the onions, I don't know, you've probably heard that if you get stung by a bee, you could cut an onion in half and you could rub it on the bee sting, and it would help the bee sting to not be so inflamed, right? It would bring it, the antihistamine of the onion would bring the sting down. So that's really cool too. So quercetin has a lot of different benefits, and I really do, you know, we're still kind of in the wintry springtime, so eating a lot of root vegetables still, and so the sweet potatoes are awesome for that. So I just love sweet potatoes and onions. And one of the things I do with the onions too is I'll chop them up, mince them fairly fine and raw, and then mash my potatoes like regular potatoes, but you could do it with sweet potatoes too. Cut the onions up really fine and mix them in when you're mashing the potatoes, and then you get nice little crunchy raw onion bits in your mashed potatoes, which is really super yummy. You might not think it'd be super yummy, but it really is super yummy, or at least in my opinion it is. Anyways, that's the drink for tonight, and we'll catch up with you again. Have a wonderful evening.